Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we make sense of the confusing world of corporate filings. And today we're diving into Zhongchao Inc. S disclosures for September 2025, the kind of in-depth financial peek that can tell us a lot about where this company is heading. If you love getting clear insights from official reports, make sure you hit subscribe. We're here to decode the important stuff for you. And we have a great community over on Discord linked in the description below. Let's get right into it. This filing is essentially an update that gives us a look at some very recent financial information. Specifically, Zhongchao Inc. is providing its 6-month interim financial statements, and these are important because they give us a snapshot of how the company is performing in the middle of its fiscal year, helping us understand their current health and trajectory. So what are they showing us? Well, they've given us their unaudited interim consolidated financial statements for the period ending the 30th of June of 2025. This means we get to see their financial picture not just on that specific date, but also how they did financially across the first 6 months of 2025, and we can compare that to the same period in 2024. This is where the real story often lies, the trends, the growth, or the decline. Beyond just the raw numbers, they are also giving us an operating and financial review and prospects. Think of this as the management's own explanation of what's going on. They're telling us why things are the way they are and what they expect to happen next. This section is key for understanding their strategy and outlook. It's where they discuss growth drivers, challenges, and their plans for the future. Now for the juicy part, the financials themselves. While this report doesn't contain a full table of numbers in the summary format, we relooking at it references the actual financial statements as Exhibit 99.1. This exhibit would contain the detailed breakdown of assets, liabilities, revenues, and expenses. In essence, these unaudited interim consolidated financial statements are the heart of this report. Imagine we're looking at those statements. What are we really after? We want to see trends. If revenue is up, is it a little bit or a lot? If their profits are down, is it because costs went up or sales dropped? Let's say for a moment we're examining those statements and we see something like a significant jump in revenue. This could mean they've successfully launched new products, expanded into new markets, or taken market share from competitors. On the flip side, a dip in revenue would set off alarm bells. It might point to increased competition, economic slowdowns, or internal operational issues. We also want to look at their expenses. Are they managing costs effectively? If costs are rising faster than revenue, that is a recipe for shrinking profits. Consider their debt levels too. High debt can mean more risk for investors, especially if the company S earnings aren't sufficient to cover the payments. While we don't have the specific numbers here in this direct view, we know that these statements would show us exactly what those liabilities look like and how they're re-evolving. A company with rapidly increasing debt without a clear plan to manage it is a company to watch very carefully. And in this digital age, they are also providing XBRL data. This stands for Extensible Business Reporting Language. Basically, it is a way to tag financial data so computers can read and analyze it more easily. This means that financial analysts and software can quickly pull and process the detailed numbers from these statements, making it easier to compare Zhongchao Inc.'s performance against industry benchmarks or its own historical data. It is like having a digital key to unlock all the financial details in a structured way. The company's registration statement on Form S-8 and Form F-3 are also mentioned. These forms relate to the registration of securities and are crucial for public companies. Incorporating this 6K report into those statements means that the new financial information is now officially part of their ongoing public filings associated with their stock offerings. This ensures transparency and keeps investors informed about the company's current financial standing as it relates to those registered securities. Now let's look at the bigger picture for Zhongchao Inc. based on what this filing indicates as a whole. By providing these 6-month interim financial statements, the company is offering a progress report. They are essentially saying, here is how we're redoing halfway through the year. This is particularly important because it allows investors and potential investors to assess the company's performance and make more informed decisions without having to wait for the full annual report. The fact that they are providing an operating and financial review alongside the numbers suggests they are communicating openly about their performance and their future strategy. So what's my take on this filing? It's clear that Zhongchao Inc. is focused on providing timely financial updates. The inclusion of XBRL data shows a commitment to modern reporting standards, which can be a positive sign for data transparency and analysis. The incorporation into their registration statements confirms that they are keeping their public financial picture updated. The main story here is about progress and transparency. However, without the actual numbers from the financial statements, we can only surmise the specifics of their performance. The real depth of insight comes from scrutinizing those exhibits we mentioned. A growing company will show increasing revenues and profits and a manageable debt load. A company facing challenges might exhibit stagnant or declining revenues, increasing costs, or a rising debt burden. The external context, like market conditions for their industry and competitor performance, would also be crucial for a full analysis. In conclusion, Zhongchao Inc. September 2025 filing is a standard but important update. Its strength lies in the provision of interim financial data and management's commentary, which allows for a more current view of the company. The potential risk or opportunity for investors lies entirely in the details within those unmentioned financial statements. We'll need to see if revenue is soaring, are they gaining market share, or are they struggling to keep up with costs and competitors? If revenue is down and expenses are up, that's a clear weakness. If they're showing strong revenue growth and cost control, that's a clear strength. For now, this filing opens the door to that deeper analysis, but doesn't provide the final verdict. Alright, that is our breakdown of Zhongchao Inc. latest filing, what is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company? Future, drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.